admit that I'm finally happy that this movie came out. All I've been seeing in advertisements everywhere is trailers for this movie. Now that this movie came out, hopefully that would stop and now we get a chance to watch it and finally talk about it. So, let's talk about it. So the accountant stars Ben Affleck that grows up to be an accountant. As a kid, he grew up with a form of autism. As a kid, he grows up with his brother and his two parents, and something happened amongst the family where the family gets broken up, and now the father has to take care of both the boys, and the father is very strict and he's in the military, but he's a loving father nonetheless to the two boys. So Affleck grows up to be this accountant who's really great at math. He's good at cooking books and handling ledgers for big crime organizations. Starting out, I have to say that don't come into this movie thinking it's going to be fast-paced and action-packed. This is not that kind of movie. This is a movie with a story. This is a movie with actually a few stories where all the stories tried to wrap up nicely at the end. There's just way too much going on. There's just too much going on with this movie. And here's my thought about that. This is one of those movies that can be better off as a TV show. That way you can expand on all the little subplots this movie had, because every subplot in this movie could actually be a movie itself. Every character in this movie has a story that could be actually a movie. J.K. Simmons working as a U.S. Treasury agent, he has a story to be told. Ben Affleck as the accountant now and then as a child with his family issues and growing up with this form of autism and having to deal with that, that could be a movie itself. Shane, I still call him Shane. I know his name, but I love calling him Shane. He will forever be Shane to me. Cynthia Dye Robinson, she has a story to be told. Every one of our major characters in this movie, they have a story that can actually be a movie itself. And with all of that, it's crammed into this 2-hour and 20-minute movie. Instead, this movie just tries to touch on all these little characters, all their stories, meanwhile going back in the past with Ben Affleck as a child and how he had to deal with his family issues and his autism, which leaves a lot of questions unanswered in this movie and gets a little sloppy at moments. Then at some point in this movie, a lot of people start to die. I mean, what do you think was going to happen when you have Ben Affleck working for crime organizations and J.K. Simmons as a U.S. Treasury agent? People are going to die, and that's what happens in this movie. And this movie does explains all Ben Affleck's skills and stuff you've seen in the trailer. My favorite character in this movie is Anna Kendrick. She's my favorite character. Her and Ben Affleck has this connection that's really well. They're really great at math. They really have this. They're really different, but they want to fit in, but they're unique, which makes them connect so well. And this is all hand to hand, and it's really well done, and it's really great. You ever seen the Bourne Identity movie where Matt Damon has that fight scene with the pen and how real and how close and how great that was done? Every scene in this movie is pretty much like that scene in Bourne Identity. This is a movie that's not for everyone. If you go into this movie knowing what you're going to see, you may enjoy it and you may not enjoy it. There's things I love in this movie, things I like in this movie, and there's things I hate. The ending made me roll my eyes. I did not like the ending to this movie. I will have to say that I probably won't watch this movie again. It's an okay movie. So with that being said, I got to give The Accountant a 64 out of 100. So guys, get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about The Accountant. And as always, check the playlist for other sports, TV shows, and movie content. 64 for The Accountant. Until the next video, guys, I'm out.